It's Madden NFL 23. And up next are the Texans' leader at quarterback. After his last game, now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Texans and the Chargers. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Houston Texans. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. So here come the Chargers with a long field ahead of them. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
On play action, it's Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's Russell. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back over the line of scrimmage. Murray going to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the third down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the first down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the first down. Excellent tackling right there.
On is the Chargers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And taken right on the 30. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Texans will take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Second and 6. Fires the out route and completes it to Harris. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. The Texans at 10-1 now on the year. They were losers their last time out. Try to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, complete. It's Reed. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 38-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Back to throw now on first down. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. Open man here is Conklin. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there, with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their second straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively, and this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
From the 35 on second down, Murray. Hunter Henry brings it in. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now Murray off play action. That is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the gun, Murray. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a good call there. That brings up 4th. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. And they convert on third with a gain of 22.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his target, Harris. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far, and 2nd down. Up the middle they go. Russell. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant. On first down,
It's Russell, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now Murray. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Here's Murray. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss at 6 yards on the sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. No gain on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And this one complete to Reed. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On 2nd and 9, Murray over the middle, it's complete. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation, trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
A York on now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling like that. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Play fake. Murray. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Play action. Now it's Murray. Looking sideline, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Right back to him on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner, and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Second and 4. He finds his man complete. That's Reed. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 38-yard line. And good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and this defense has had its share of problems getting guys to the ground. And here's another example. They never should have allowed this play to gain as many yards as it did, but poor tackling early in the play led to big yardage after the fact.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Here they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack. And it's going to lead him to 4th down.
That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them. And now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. But that is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punt.
Murray fighting, lost the football. But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
Throwing now is Murray. He's going to let this one go deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get it.
Given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one may be his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. Backed up now from their own 4 as they come up 2nd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this out past the 25. 23 yards the pickup there. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On fourth down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun on third down, Murray. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. On is the Chargers punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. They'll look to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll start in the NFC North. Minnesota playing host to Chicago up at U.S. Bank Stadium. And in the second quarter, it's the Bears who are out in front. A couple of touchdown strikes there from Justin Fields. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Chargers. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
Shifts by him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
80 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is taken in at the 5. A huge play there for Houston. 55 yards.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
He'll look to throw. Touchdown, Texans! A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 21-0. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Holding offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Shotgun now for Murray. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Harris running straight ahead. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. On 3rd down, Russell. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries in just 2 yards.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. taking a couple yards shy of midfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry.
87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
York able to send this one through.
And the route is on. It's 24-0. Only 3 points there, but I got to think at this point in the 3rd quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 two-point conversions. So you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 two-point conversions? That's difficult.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Chargers offense back onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Murray. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a give right side. It's Russell. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Murray now to throw.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Russell.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Murray now. Got a man and he hit. And a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We just saw the dilemma for every coach. You want them to fight for the extra yardage, but somehow continue to cover the football. Oftentimes when you fight that hard, the ball becomes exposed.
Defensively, it's obvious they're trying to be more aggressive. First tackle a little too aggressive. Second one, though, they strip it loose. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now Murray.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
The penalty is declined.
Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Houston set to take over.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out and says, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Back to throw again. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
2nd and 2.
Murray going to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. First down, Murray. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 43. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray finding Williams once more, complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
On 2nd down now, it's Russell. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. From 17 yards out.
And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes it 24-13. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
And now out comes Houston. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this one is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. The Texans send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
Murray now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
Throwing now is Murray. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get out near the 40 to the 39. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. Now 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He's airing it out for Williams. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
They're looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Reed.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders hard hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Right back to him on 1st down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. He finds his man, complete. That's Russell. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. He'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And that's caught by Williams. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. And this is going to be incomplete. Now in face of 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Murray again. And that will be incomplete. Now Murray's got to have this one. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Another one in the books for his partner. Always great to be by your side. And both offenses, both defenses had some moments in this one, but I think you would agree these coaching staffs are also going to have some stuff to clean up on film.
Absolutely, partner. And let's face it, any